We're now at the end of month 3 of the 4-day week and it's going really well. We've had quite a crazy August with it all, to be honest. So just to wrap up, the end of July, we had our best ever month on record. It was 44% better than our next highest month. And if we can achieve that while people are working 20% less, then I feel like we're on to a winner. So we went into August feeling really, really positive about the 4-day week. We'd been contacted by the Telegraph and also the Daily Mail to give comment on how the 4-day week scheme was going. I gave them the figures of how well it had been, how we performed in July, that everyone seemed much happier. And then they both just asked, has there been any challenges? We also have offered 2 new roles. We've got 2 people starting in the next couple of months. And I just stated that the challenge is obviously setting realistic expectations during the recruitment process whilst we're still part of the pilot scheme. We've taken the stance that when people come in, that they will first of all work 5 days as part of their probation, so that we know what their 5-day-a-week output is before they go down to 4. And also you're not taking anything away from them then if they join on a 4-day week and the scheme doesn't continue after December. These really negative articles got run with saying bosses are unsure 4-day week is working. Just a really negative angle by all print press was run, and our name was put as part of that along with my picture, which was really disappointing because it's actually not what we said at all. We said it's working and it's going great, and we were asked to pick one challenge. We said this is literally the only challenge. I then did a LinkedIn post about this that got a lot of traction, and then anyway subsequently we followed up. We went on BBC Radio Leeds live on the radio and had the opportunity to speak a bit more freely about how it's going. And then last week ITV News came out and filmed in the office, so we're really looking forward to that going out. And again, if we have some of the footage, we'll put it in the video of how that went, because we're really passionate about sharing the whole story of how it's going, and generally it's going really well.
Overall, I'm feeling really great, happy.
I do struggle to always take my day off. I'd say maybe about 50% of the time I'm in the office. That doesn't bother me too much. Even if I do come in, I'm not up at the crack of dawn. I'll kind of come in and go as I see fit. But it's nice to actually check in with the Friday people, because the Friday is my day off. But it's definitely made a difference to my life as well, having that extra day.
I personally am loving it. I feel like it's really good. I think it's just going very well. I feel like I was a bit apprehensive at the start because it's obviously you're losing a day. Are you going to get everything done? Like, how's it going to affect like the team dynamic?
I was apprehensive at the start,
but everything seems to be going quite swimmingly so far. And yeah, I don't think we've seen many issues yet.
Now that we're in so far in a couple of months, I am just like a lot less stressed. I feel like I've been doing big things like house moves, and it's been really, really helpful to have that day off. So even my partner said that like I'm happier, and I've just been like a lot more chill. So I'd say it's going really well.
I feel like my mind is a bit more clearer because I have an extra day off to rest and stuff like that. But yeah, no, overall it's good.
Obviously, as the leader of a business, it's giving me a bit of time to work on the business rather than in it. So I'm not necessarily having a full day off on that day, but I'm having a day where people aren't expecting to be able to get in touch with me. They're not trying to contact me as much, which means that I can get my head into focusing on some other work that is a bit difficult to do during the standard working week.
It's been great for my personal life. I've got an extra day to socialise. I can go out on a Friday and I still have a Saturday and Sunday to do things. I think it's been a beneficial addition, definitely. I feel like it just gives you more time to do things that you might be kind of like too tired to do after work, or you know, something that you don't necessarily want to be doing on a weekend.
Like, I used to work more hours, so I used to do 5 days and then still work overtime, and I don't know if it's also just the processes that we've put in place, but like I just feel like I've got a much better work-life balance, and I'm not staying extra hours and I'm still getting all my work done. So
like I've been doing some little like LinkedIn courses on things and just kind of like grow skills in other ways, because you've got a Friday, so it's like it's still like a learning day, it's still like a work day,
but you're free to do whatever you want to do. Anything.
I get to spend more time with my partner as well, help out. Like last weekend I was doing babysitting duties. But no, it's like overall really great, and like just really great from that social aspect from my personal life.
Me and my husband renovate houses, and we're going through a bit of a process at the moment because he's pretty much broke his leg. So being able to have a bit more time at home is really nice. Being able to have an extra day in a week where I can go out and walk my dog is lovely. And even just staying up that bit later on a Thursday night because there's not so much pressure to be up early on a Friday. I quite like that, but generally, yeah, I'm feeling really good from it.
Large promoter of it, 100% think you should give it a try.
I feel like it'd be a good scheme for all businesses to kind of try out. Like, I think it will work for a lot of businesses, and I think it's going to really help kind of, like employee satisfaction with their jobs. So yeah, I don't see what harm it can do.
Definitely pair up people, so I think that's what's worked really well for us. So we're sort of like paired up with someone that has Mondays off and then, for example, like Fridays off, and that really works well for us. And I think, say the person's off on the Monday, you'd pick up stuff on the Monday for them. I don't think it would have gone well if we didn't have that rota, or people were off on the same day, and yeah, it just wouldn't work.
I think the biggest thing is putting your employees first, because so many big company like owners and employers always say, like, if you treat your employees well, then obviously you'll have a more productive team and you'll have more success. And that has literally been the case, where we've all been put first and we've all been prioritised, so it means that we'll work harder.
I would advise for like the first couple of weeks, make sure that your staff are available. Like for the first couple of weeks I made sure I was available on the Fridays just in case anything popped up or anything like that. But now hardly anything just pops up like that, and I'll just pick it back up on the Monday when I'm back in. If there is anything urgent, I'll just get a WhatsApp text and I can quickly reply to that. And it's not taking out like hours of my day to do anything.
I would definitely recommend for businesses that are thinking about it to give it a go, or if not, first of all, feel free to reach out to us. So I've been speaking to a lot of other companies who are interested in giving it a try and want to know how we've implemented it. I think we've made it look quite easy, but a lot of work did go into it in the background with changing systems and processes internally, doing workshops to make sure everyone was in the position where we could integrate it really seamlessly into the business. So happy to share that with any other company. I have spoke to a few businesses that operate by billing by the hour, and they really struggle to see how they could do it, because if they're taking a full day out of the equation to bill for, they're worried about how that will impact their revenue. But I think it's just about getting innovative in those situations of ways that you can do things differently. You know, we certainly found a lot of time where we were wasting time, but you don't realise until you challenge to look at that. So I think that when there's a will, there's definitely a way. But yeah, if you're considering it, I would say definitely give it a go. You know, you can, even though we're part of the pilot scheme, you can set your own pilot, you can do it whenever you want, you could do it over a period that's going to cause as little disruption as to your business, and you can make it work for you. You know, we stagger the days off, we're still a 5-day week business, so we've done that based around the needs of our company and our clients. So I definitely recommend it, but just make sure you kind of go through that process of what it looks like to your business, because one size doesn't fit all in this scenario.
Yeah, I think the advice is trust your employees, give them a better work-life balance, and they will give back to you and they will perform even better. Obviously it doesn't work for every industry, but if you can do it and you trust your employees, I highly recommend it.
A lot of people have asked me as well in terms of, will it keep going? My view is right now, if I had to make a decision, I would keep going with it. If the trial was coming to an end now, I would continue running. However, I do think you need the 6 months to give it the time to bed in and to see if kind of people change over time, if productivity starts to dip. But so far, so good, and it's going really well.